Welcome back to another video, guys. We got the Chien-Pao raids that just dropped, and I made this video as fast as I possibly could. And here is our first build for them. We have Iron Hands, which I feel like is an obvious one. Everyone pretty much should have an Iron Hands at this point. All you're really going to need is Drain Punch and Close Combat. And I didn't even EV train this one, partially because this was an accident. So if you have yours IV train, or yeah, have perfect IVs or hyper trained it, and you have EVs on it and EV trained it in probably just max HP and attack, you're pretty golden actually. So yeah, super simple. I don't feel like I have to talk too much about this, but something kind of interesting that you can do is you just spam Drain Punch, and if you want a little bit extra power, you can go close combat, because Chien-Pao is going to spam Haze. So you're not going to really be using Belly Drum because it's not worth the sacrifice of half your HP when it's just going to be spamming it. But close combat actually works really well, just because it's going to be getting rid of your debuffs that you do yourself from close combat. So that's actually going to be really, really cool. But yeah, so this one's super simple. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to go into more details. I didn't even put an item on this guy, but you can put an extra build if you want to. Alright, if you guys watched my last video on Wo-Chien, you know that I talked about Ceruledge, and if you actually made that build, you can reuse it here. The only difference from the last raid that I added instead is Sunny Day, and you really only need Sunny Day and Bitter Blade. So you're not going to really be swords dancing like I talked about earlier, because it's just going to be spamming Haze, Chien-Pao is. So pretty much just set up Sunny Day and then spam Bitter Blade until you get your Tera, and then you can just continue to spam Bitter Blade, or you can set up another Sunny Day just to get some extra damage out. If you're doing this online, I like this one online just because you kind of play a little bit of a support as well as a damage dealer by sending up the sun. So if there's other people who have fire type moves or fire type Pokemon that are in this raid, then you're not only boosting your attacks, but you're boosting theirs as well. So super cool there. I just maxed out HP and attack, and then obviously hyper trained. And then I gave it the item Big Root just so I get more of that health back from my Bitter Blade attacks. So that just helps Ceruledge stay in the fight a little bit longer. You really only have to look out for Crunch just with the super effective move. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so this is my wacky build, but this actually worked so surprisingly well, better than I thought. So this is Archaludon, and basically its moveset is Rest, Sleep Talk, Body Press, and Iron Defense. So like I mentioned before, I had built this on a different idea for a different raid, but it kind of came up during this one. But all you're going to really use is Body Press and probably Rest, and that's pretty much it. So the way that this works is you use Body Press, and then it has Stamina as its ability. So each time Chien-Pao like attacks you, you're just going to get a stamina boost, which is your defense goes up. It's going to get buffed just naturally. And so then your Body Press is going to do more damage, and Chien-Pao is going to do less damage to you. You do kind of have to, you know, recognize that there is Haze, but honestly, it didn't really bother me that much, just because I invested in defense and HP in its EV training. So it was just like pretty bulky in of itself. And I really only had to use Rest one time, and I put a Chesto Berry on it. So that way it just woke up right away and got a full health. So that was pretty cool. I actually really liked this build. It was just a little bit more fun, and you get to do kind of a ton of damage. So this one's like pretty extra. You guys don't have to do this at all. Obviously, Iron Hands and Ceruledge are going to do the job very well. But if you're just looking for something kind of fun, this one definitely was a really fun build to do, and I think I'm definitely going to use it throughout this week just for fun. Oh yes, and I also did make it Tera fighting just to get that extra boost on Body Press. So but yeah, so these are the 3 best builds that I personally found that I really liked. Obviously, like before, I mean, these raids aren't that difficult. I did make a couple other builds that I was able to beat it with, like an Arcanine build, and I think Annihilate worked really well. But I just found these 3 to work the best and most consistent for me. So let me know what you guys end up building in the comments, because I'd really like to hear what your guys' thoughts and strategies were. And then I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll also let you know once we're able to get the mystery gift for Wo-Chen Shiny. I'll be making a video on that. And please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. We are so close to hitting the goal of 500 subscribers, which I'm ecstatic about. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.